sort of memories came back to you?
Oh my gosh. You know, I try to separate myself and put myself as a spectator watching the show and not really having any kind of criticism, just being there, trying to enjoy the show, being involved in the show, and experiencing it as someone, let's say, for the first time. Um, I, I actually was able to do that until it got into, let's say, footage of him being inducted into the Army. And because I'm so close to it, and I really became him, in that he expressed so much to me in Germany, how the fear of him going into the Army, leaving his parents, leaving his mother. His mother very much thought that it was going to be war for him. Of course, it wasn't. He was, going over there just to serve his time. But the fear in his eyes, he was only 20, 22 years old, very, very
Yeah.
young. That's when I kind of lost it a little bit. It brought back a lot of memories, but important memories. I love that part in that you get to see a very human Elvis, outside of his music, outside of his movies, outside of the person. You got to really get into Elvis Presley and see what he went through during that period of time. Also, home movies brought back a lot of memories of him at play, his sense of humor, his contagious laughter. In this production, you not only get to see Elvis and who he was in his music, but you get to see him as a very human being.
You must get so many offers for to do these types of shows that involve Elvis. Why did you say yes to this particular one?
Well, you're absolutely right. We do refuse a lot, and this opportunity came, and we jumped to it. About 3 years ago, Cirque Du Soleil came to Elvis Presley Enterprises with the idea of opening up in Vegas an act, and we jumped to it. We thought it was a perfect synergy, perfect partners. I mean, Cirque du Soleil is known for being contemporary, known for its cutting edge, abstract, in vision, abstract in performance. So this was Elvis Presley. This is who he was. So this was a no-brainer, really. We jumped to it.
You must get some pretty insane offers as well. Any that can come to mind that you thought, oh my gosh, what are they thinking?
Not with this show. No, no. I'm a huge fan of Cirque du Soleil. I've seen just about every one of their shows, and every one of them is different, and this is the case also. It's very, very different. This is music, but dance, and it is acrobats, it's adage, it's again a very, it's not your typical Cirque where it's, that you see, because, they're dealing here with an icon. So it can't just be something that comes out of their mind and they can create with it. This is dealing with a human, his life. So
absolutely,
I think, and it's a celebration. We have to keep that in mind too. It's a celebration of Elvis Presley's music, his movies, and his life.
I couldn't help but think while I was reading about this that the Elvis and Twyla Tharp story would be wonderful because we do have Frank Sinatra now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Has that ever crossed your path?
In what way? I mean,
to think about doing something like that.
Well, we are in a way with Cirque du Soleil. I mean, this is the beginning, and this is something that we've, spent a lot of time with. I mean, Cirque has been great in working with us. So this is a nice beginning for us.
Would you want to put something like this on the Broadway stage?
We're open to good ideas. We've had Broadway shows in Broadway and actually on tour in other cities. So we are definitely open to it. If it's good and it's the right partnership and the right theme and the right situation. You have any ideas?
All Shook Up, right? Wasn't that a big success with Cheyenne Jackson?
Yes, All Shook Up. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I understand that you have a play in the works. Is that still happening?
Yes, it is. It's slow. It's a slow process. Takes time, but getting the right people together, at the right time, it could happen. Yes, it's still in the works.
Tell us what's the gist of it and what's your vision for it.
Well, I would love to do that at this point, but I really would like to talk about the show here, if you don't mind. I just really want to express, to those out there who have not or want to see the show, or want to do a family trip, with your family to come to Vegas and see Viva Elvis, because that's one great thing about it too, is the fact that it's a family show, and it also shows this generation who Elvis Presley was. A lot of kids don't really know why he was as famous as he was, or who really, what is Elvis Presley. When they walk out of here, they know who he is, and they understand why he was who he was. So I want to express that to your listeners.
And also, Cirque Du Soleil is very famous for their contortionists and their fabulous acrobats. And tell me some of the songs that are from Elvis that they do use in here.
Well, I mean, we have songs from the very beginning. They had to choose songs of a catalog of 700. So I think the songs that were chosen were perfect for the act itself. We have Hound Dog. We have Jailhouse Rock. They have some gospel. Specifically, they have one, Suspicious Minds, of course, one of his later songs. They have an adage act here with a couple that was just amazing. It's so daring, and the dance, or the act itself, is very risky. And
in what way?
Well, she jumps and does feats with him. I mean, he twists her all over the place, throws her up in the air. She comes down, slides down, and misses the ground about this much, and you wonder, each time you see the show, oh my gosh, is she going to make it? Is he going to drop her? So that's very Cirque, in its own. So it's a nice touch.
For those of us who would love to go to Vegas but can't afford it, what would you suggest we do to see this show?
Well, I think they have some the summer coming now. They have some specials, and I think they've reduced their price for time. So now's really a good time to come to Vegas. And you can go to CirqueDuSoleil.com. I'm sure you can find out all about it. But really, there's some wonderful prices here, so I think that it's very affordable.
Well, Priscilla, thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing this myself.
Thanks, Robin. I do hope you make it. It'll be fun.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.